28.
Joining us on the show now is Kai Stinchcomb. Good morning to you, Kai.
Hey, how are you?
Thanks for joining us. Tell us about your company, TrueLink.
So we are a financial protection service for elderly people. The idea is if your mom is having trouble managing her money or keeping track of expenses or is spending money on things that she used to not spend money on, we offer a service that helps you help her manage her money.
And you've had some personal experience in your life with this.
That's correct. My grandma used to typically give maybe $20 a month to her favorite charities, and as she started to get Alzheimer's, she lost track of which day of the month she gave it, and so she would give $20 every day or $50 every day, putting checks in the mail every day the mail came.
Wow. That certainly could add up. And you mentioned, I know, a lot of our listeners would know who this is, or if they've forgotten, if they saw her face, I think they would remember an actress named Pat Crowley. Used to be in a lot of regular TV shows and guest appearances and so forth. She got taken by somebody, right?
Yeah, it's true. It happens all the time, and it's one of the things that we work hardest to correct is the idea that it only happens to dumb people, that you should be ashamed if you are losing money to this. Actually, they typically take advantage of the best things about somebody. So, for example, if you were a generous person, you may be vulnerable to charity scams. If you're somebody who cares a lot about your family, you may be vulnerable to the grandparent scam where somebody calls late at night asking you to wire money abroad because your grandchild is in trouble. You might be vulnerable to bargain or buyer's club scams if you were historically a thrifty person. These are all things you should be proud of.
Now, with your grandmother's case, did she live alone? Was there anybody who noticed something was going wrong, and how long did it take to find this out?
It was my mother that noticed it when she was redoing her taxes, so I think we had a handle on it early on, but there's really nothing out there, which was why we started the company. It was astounding to me that nobody could help.
How do people get to your company if they need that kind of help?
Website is truelinkcard.com.
Kai, I have a question. This is Julie. How can people and their families be sure that you guys are on the up and up? How do you deal with that concern?
We haven't had that concern to date.
Good.
That's a great question.
TrueLink, is it True? Let me make sure I have this. TrueLinkCard.com, is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay. Now, you also supply some things to be watching for as people in your family get older, and one of those things, and you would think this might not be a sign of danger, but if they start to have a whole bunch of new friends, you say that could be something to watch for.
Yeah, in particular, there are often ways that people make friends that are vulnerable to people taking your money. So, for example, people that you meet on dating sites may not have your best interest at heart. Or if you notice somebody forming a relationship that seems, inappropriate, not in a romantic sense, but just an inappropriately close caregiver, they may be making friends in such a way that they'll be able to borrow money. We had a person whose caregiver borrowed $100 every morning, and by the next day, the person had forgotten about it.
$100 every morning. So, yeah, if you see somebody getting into this position where they're forgetting things or saying things that don't make any sense, this is a time for you to closely monitor them, right?
That's absolutely right. The biggest thing is to have, before you get into this situation, first of all, an honest conversation about aging, and it's tough. Nobody wants to age, but there's a way in which it's great because the person that you raised is now getting a chance to take care of you, and you should be proud of them for wanting to take care of you. And then the second thing is just have that 360-degree view of all of the accounts, all of the savings accounts, investment accounts. Just make sure that there's nothing going on that you don't know about.
Right. Now, you may have heard while you were on hold there, we have a show on Fridays that deals with aging, and we've talked about Alzheimer's last week and on this week's show as well. So it is a big concern, and it can be a big money loser. And, of course, if you see a lot of money missing, that's the first sign. Kai, it's an interesting company you've started here, and I think a lot of people would take advantage of the service you offer. Kai Stinchcomb is with TrueLink. TrueLinkCard.com is the website, and we appreciate your being with us. Thanks so much.
Thanks so much for having me.